What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to some Dungeon Defenders 2. We are here on the Demon's Lair Incursion Chaos 10, which can only mean one thing. It's time to knock out our weekly mission. This time around, we got stun or knock up 20,000 enemies. For this one, I am going to be using the lovely weapon manufacturer. Oh, it's been too long since I have put you to work with that stunning revelation mod, of course. And then additionally, we're going to add in some earth shatters with a little earth toss. So that is the setup we're going for. And we're going to wall it all up nicely with some werewolf commanders. Let's go ahead and get it built out here. We're going to start off with some werewolf commanders just outside of the final little stretch here. And then we are going to give those guys some reflect beams. Reflect beams, I just got tenacity going. So it's holding all my pylons just because I don't feel like moving shards around. But we are using reflect beams to reflect, so no mods or anything required. Tenacity is a quite nice quality of life mod, though. For that weapon manufacturer, I'm just not even bothering with a third shard, as it's just not needed. It's just there for the stun. And yeah, I think we'll double note it everywhere we can. I don't know how the DU is going to work out on this one. Weapon manufacturers are quite expensive, of course. We'll go something like that. What do we got left? We got 320 left, which is not going to be enough to do what I wanted with earth shatters. So I guess we'll just go one earth shatter per lane. We'll just kind of center it directly down the mid there. And then, let's see, let's get a little, well, you know what? Let's get a sky guard in. I think I'm just going to throw one sky guard down. We'll just use an all-for-one sky guard here. I think I've got it set up with all-for-one. Yeah, so just an all-for-one sky guard. And then 90 left, so we can give a little bit more last resort killing power and go with, well, let's go with just a Spectral Knight on every lane. I'm not going to do any buffs or boosts. Of course, Chaos 10 here is, you know, should have no problem holding up. Now, with that in mind, I am going to throw a couple of upgrades on these walls. And let's just let it fly. Now, as usual, we are going to get this through to Wave 3, and then just let it run. The goal, of course, is to see how long it takes, and, you know, these stuns should just be ripping off quite quickly. So I don't anticipate this one's going to take too long to get done. And also, as usual, we're going to do this in full AFK fashion. So we are going to get to Wave number 3 as quickly as we can. And then after we get to Wave 3, then we'll just let it run and see exactly how long this takes to knock out. Like I said, I don't think it's going to be too long. Can't imagine it's going to be too terribly long here to get this one done. What do we want to do? Let's throw one more upgrade there. And then, you know what? Let's get, let's upgrade the knights. In fact, let's go ahead and upgrade those again. That'll be our last resort, of course, for anything at the wall. So without using any buffs or boosts, let's give it as much juice as we can give it. Looking good. And we'll let it fly here for another wave. So what, in the first wave, we actually got 500 stuns just in that first wave. So not too shabby. Once we get to Wave 3, of course, we can just let it fly. And I don't know. I don't even have a guess, really, to be honest, on how long this one's going to take. Some anti-heal would have been helpful. In fact, I probably should have threw anti-heal on that reflect beam. But I didn't. Did not worry too much about it. It would actually, that would be good for those chieftains at the walls, though. You know what? Let me do it. Let me see. Where do I have my anti-healer now? We got one on the water aura there. So let's just throw anti-heal on that reflect beam for now. I still got tenacity on it. And then that will give us, you know, that reflect coverage, of course. Alright, so what else? We'll just spam a few ups in and call it good. We're going to let Wave 3 just run. So we'll go up top here to our scenic overlook. Where are we at right now? We're just under 1,000. Now these should, like I said, these should rip off pretty quick. We got the Chieftain, which are going to go immune. Oh, we had an Earth Shatter get wrecked. I'm going to have to replace that. Not really sure what happened there. But we don't want that to continue onward, so... Let's throw our Earth Shatter back in. And then we'll assume the position once more here. We're getting a lot of buildup on the walls, but I'm hoping that the werewolves are able to tank it out. The anti-heal should help a little bit with all those warlords ganging up on the walls there. And we are, just short of 2,000 here now. So let's go ahead and chillax it out, and we'll see how long this one takes to get completed here. All right, and here we are closing the gap. You see we're at 19,000, 19,500 stuns now. It has been 26 minutes fully AFK in Wave 3 here. So I just been sitting up top here, haven't done anything. Now, one thing I think I would change for the future is instead of placing the weapon mans like I did, maybe put one of the nodes down there and another node up here where it would hit the wall. As we see, we've got quite a few enemies going through and making it to the wall. Oh, there we go. Quite a few enemies going through making it to the wall, and that meant that, they weren't getting the weapon man stun. They were still getting the knock-up from the Earth Shatter. However, there was no weapon manufacturer stun there, and I think it would have shaved off quite a bit of time if I would have replaced those weapon mans a little bit better. But 26 minutes in Wave 3, so... still relatively quick as far as a weekly goes, especially considering that was 100% full AFK. Let's go ahead and check out our amazing loot here and see what kind of goodies we got in the old incursion box here. And nothing to write home about. No special weapons. Well, I got a Fist of Bones. But nothing spectacular. But that will do it for now. Let me know down in the comments below what weekly you got this week. This is a good one. Stuns, crits, slows. Well, stuns and crits more, I think, than anything are, like, in my opinion, some of the best weeklies to get, no doubt. But that will get it for this one. Thanks a ton for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And I will see you soon. Take it easy.